The coffee is brewing, and we're getting ready for Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. It's the Philadelphia Phillies at the Houston Astros, and we'll be getting ready to start about 10 minutes for the first pitch. Stand by now on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, SPN. We are at the Houston Astrodome for the third of a four-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros. Phillies took the first one 13-1. Then the Astros came back to win 7-4. Let's look at our starting lineups. For the Phillies, Tony Taylor leads off playing second base. Larry Heisel hitting second and center. Dick Allen hitting third at first base. Johnny Callison cleanup in right field. Darren Johnson in left. Rick Joseph batting sixth at third. Don Money at short. Dave Watkins, the catcher for the injured Mike Ryan. He'll be doing the catching. And Lowell Palmer, the pitcher, a right-hander for the Phillies. For the Houston Astros, Sandy Valdespino will be leading off and playing left field. Sandy died on, I think it was February 26th of this year. And we're giving him a special mention here on our tweet. Go take a look at it. It's got an interview he gave. Batting second at second base, Joe Morgan. Batting third at shortstop, Dennis Menke. Batting fourth in center field, Norm Miller. Kurt Bluffery bats fifth at first. Doug Rader at third. Johnny Edwards catching. Batting eighth, Jesus Alou in right field. And the pitcher, Tom Griffin. And there is your score sheet and your starting lineups. And Kathy Harden has arrived. We're about 6 minutes from game time. In real world, spring training, the Mets lead the Marlins 12-1. Verlander started. I think he pitched 2 innings. This will be our final game today. Excuse me. Tomorrow on the schedule is our morning game, Cincinnati Reds at the New York Mets, third of their 4-game series. Cloninger for the Reds, Seaver for the Mets, and then it will be the Washington Senators at the Oakland A's. Schellenbach for the Senators, and Blue Moon Odom for the New York Mets. In real world for this game, the Astros beat the Phillies 4-2. Tom Griffin got the win. Fred Gladding got the save. Lowell Palmer got the loss. This game lasted 2 hours and 40 minutes. The weather was 72 degrees in the dome. The attendance was 26,962. And this was a night game. I hear the coffee brewing. It's always a good sound. So the pitchers are Lowell Palmer and Tom Griffin, both right-handers for these clubs. Palmer went 2-9 and 2-8 in real world with a 5.20 ERA. He had 9 starts. Tom Griffin was 11-10, 3.54 with 31 starts. Well, we're about 2 minutes away from the first pitch here in the Astrodome. The Phillies come into this game dead last, 25.5 games behind the first place Pirates. And the Houston Astros are playing .500 baseball, 49-49. They're in 4th place. They're 12 games out from the first place Braves. In the West, Astros are only 2.5 behind the 3rd place Reds. And the Houston Astros take the field. Tom Griffin on the mound. Catching him is Johnny Edwards. At first base, Blefary. Morgan at second, Menke at short, Rader at third. In the outfield, left to right, Sandy Valdispino, who died on February 26 of this year. He was 84. He is in the left field. Norm Miller in center. And Jesus Alou in right field. And just in a minute, Tony Taylor will come up as the first batter for the Phillies. And the tweet has been posted. And here comes Tony Taylor. So lead it off for the Philadelphia Phillies. Tom Griffin, big right-hander. I got my coffee, I got my pen. And we're ready to play ball. Ron McGrath has arrived. Good afternoon, sir. Just in time for the first pitch. Tom Griffin is ready now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Tony Taylor. 1-9, grounds it to second. That's for Morgan, and he throws it to Blefary for the first out of the ball game. And we're underway here at the Astrodome. Now Larry Heisel steps in. Heisel right-handed. Griffin. The pitch to Heisel. 3-10. It's hit deep. Oh, that's hit deep to left. Back goes Johnson, and he can just, Valdespino, and he can just watch it go over. A solo home run by Larry Heisel here for the Phillies in the first, and that's 1-0 Phils. Boy, did he get a hold of that. Larry Heisel with the home run. Heisel hit 20 in real world. That was a 3-10, and that's gone. Now Dick Allen. Here's Griffin. The pitch to Allen. 6-7. He walked him. So Allen takes first with 1 out, and Johnny Callison is the batter. Callison, a left-handed hitter. Outfield playing him straight away. Allen is a B. Being held. Won't go. Here's the pitch to Callison. 4-8. And that is a double down the line for Callison. Allen goes to third. So the Phillies are done here in the first. Second and third, 1 out. Beautifully hit ball by Johnny Callison. Wait a minute. Yep. Here is Darren Johnson now. Second and third, 1 out. Here's Griffin. The pitch to DJ, 1-2. He walked him. I was thinking of intentionally walking him anyway. So be it. 1-2 walk. Bases loaded. Now they'll look for the double play ball, Houston. Infield back. Rick Joseph at the mound. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the pitch to Rick Joseph. 4-3. Struck him out. Big out for Tom Griffin. His first strikeout of the ball game. 2 down now. Bases loaded. And here's Don Money. Griffin is set. Here's the pitch to Money. 2-5. He walked him. He walks in a run. Griffin has walked in a run, the second run of this inning. So Dick Allen comes home, and it's 2-0 now. Money will get a run batted in on that. Still bases loaded with 1 out. And Dave Watkins is the batter. Watkins in for the injured Mike Ryan. The pitch from Griffin. 2-11. He flies it to left. This will be deep enough for Callison to tag. Caught by Valdespino, and Callison comes in for the third Phillies run this inning. 3-0 Phillies. And they have batted around. Here's Lowell Palmer, right-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch from Griffin. .510, right-hander, grounds it to short X. That's going to be Menke at 3. Menke throws him out, and the side is retired. But there were 3 runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, a solo home run by Heisel, and 2 left on. And after a half here at the Astrodome, it's Philadelphia 3. And the Houston Astros coming to bat. Okay, here's Lowell Palmer for the Phillies, pitching to Houston. Here's Sandy Valdespino. We've highlighted him on Twitter. He died at age 84 just a week ago. And he's leading off here for the Houston Astros. So Sandy Valdespino, his spirit lives on in Strat-O-Matic. Left-handed hitter, playing left field today. Here's Palmer. And the pitch to Sandy. 4-8. That's a base hit for Sandy Valdespino. So Sandy is on first. To lead it off for Houston, here's Joe Morgan. Be a good bunting situation if they weren't down by 3. It still could be. The infield is in, looking for the bunt. Here's the pitch to Morgan. 4-4, catcher X. That's Watkins a 4. 14, and it's a pass ball, followed by a foul out. So Valdespino goes to second on a pass ball, and that's as good as a sacrifice, given that he got out. And here's Dennis Menke now with Valdespino in scoring position. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Gary Peters was another player from this season, the pitcher for the White Sox who died recently. Here's Dennis Menke. 5-6, struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Palmer. Now Norm Miller with Valdespino on second and 2 away. And here's the pitch to Miller. 3-9. Struck him out. So the side is retired. 2 strikeouts for Palmer. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've gone 1. It's 3-0 Phillies over the Houston Astros. And back to the mound is Tom Griffin. He allowed 3 runs in the first, starting with a home run by Heisel. And then it went from there. And they batted around. Now Tony Taylor will lead it off in the second. He's 0 for 1. Oh, Ron, I'm so sorry. My condolences to you. My sincere condolences. Okay, here comes Tony Taylor, 0 for 1. The pitch from Griffin, 6-6, struck him out. Second strikeout for Tom Griffin. So we're thinking of your brother along with Sandy Valdospino today. May their memories be a blessing. Here comes Larry Heisel, homered in the first. Heisel, right-handed hitter. Griffin is ready. Here's the pitch to Heisel. 4-6. He walked him. Heisel takes first. 1-10. 1-9. Being held. He won't go. Here's Dick Allen. Heisel on first, one down. Working from the stretch is Griffin. And the pitch to Dick Allen. 6-7, walked him. Griffin having problems early on. That's his 5th walk in less than 2 innings. First and second, one out. Johnny Callison now. Griffin gets the sign. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Callison. 1-6, and that is a base hit. Heisel comes in to score. That'll make it 4-0. 1-6. His second hit of the game. Allen goes to third. And there's action already in the Houston bullpen. John Ray pitched in yesterday's game. He will not be available. Warming up is Ron Willis. Ron Willis for the Astros. Johnny Callison now, first and third, one out. One in this inning. It's 4-0 now, Phillies. Okay, Ron. Here's the pitch to Callison, 4-6, and he walked him. That's the third walk this inning. Loads the bases again. 6th walk in the game. He cannot find the strike zone. And Rick Joseph, bases loaded, one out. Joseph struck out in the first. Here's the pitch to DJ. 6-11, struck him out. That's what Griffin did to DJ in the first. That's 2 away, 3 strikeouts for Griffin. And now Don Money. Money walked in the first. And the pitch. 4-6, walked him. That's the second run he has walked in this ball game. And that's 2 runs this inning. It's 5-0 Phillies. And Dave Watkins is the batter. Had a sacrifice fly in the first. It's bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitch to Watkins, 5-8. Struck him out. So that's the 4th strikeout for Griffin, but 2 more runs on 1 hit, 4 walks, and 3 left on, and he's walked 7 in this ball game in 2 innings. And after 1.5, it's 5-0 Phils. Now Lowell Palmer to face Blefary, Rader, and Edwards. And they batted around, oh no, they didn't quite bat around that inning. 12-3 Mets over the Marlins in real-world spring training. Bottom of the 7th, Marlins batting. Okay, Blefary steps in. Here's Lowell Palmer now. And the pitch to Blefary. 1-4. And he fouls it out to the catcher, Dave Watkins. There's one away. For Doug Rader. .411. Fly ball left. Going back is Johnson. He's a 4. And that's a re-roll for Johnson. Re-roll. Ho, re-roll. You ever get worried you'll never be able to get it? 14-4, and there's a base hit. So Raiders singles. DJ could not get that. Raider on first, one down. Here's Johnny Edwards. Palmer from the stretch. 2-7, single 1-2. It's a line out to first, caught by Dick Allen, 2 down. And here's Jesus Alou. Griffin has come out on deck. They're going to keep him in. See if he can calm it down. 2-10. And there's a triple 1-5. That's a double down the line. This could score Raider. Jesus with a long double to center. Raider goes to third. Let's see if he'll stretch it. 1-11, 1-13, 1-12. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Heisel. And he is out. Larry Heisel throws Raider out at the plate. And the side is retired. No runs. 2 hits and 1 left, and we've gone 2, and it's 5-0 Phillies. And yes, Tom Griffin, they're going to give him a crack at settling down here after allowing 5 runs in the first 2 innings, including 7 walks. Can you imagine that? And leading it off will be Lowell Palmer. Here's Griffin now. Pitch to Palmer, 6-8. Right-hander. And there is a base hit for Lowell Palmer, so Griffin having big problems today. Tony Taylor now. Remember, Ron Willis is warming and ready to come in now. Although Griffin leads off. Be nice if he can get through this. Here's Taylor, 3-3, and he grounds it to first for the out. Palmer goes to second. And here's Larry Heisel, home run and a walk, scored twice. And there's a home run for the Mets again. A 3-run home run for Perez. I'm sorry, for Winokur. And well, it's a solo home run. That'll make it 13-3. That's real world, people. Here's Heisel now, Tom Griffin. Having a tough time today. The pitch to Heisel, 2-5. And there's a base hit. And Palmer scores, and that's it for Tom Griffin. Griffin is through, knocked out in the 3rd. He just did not have his stuff. He pitched 2 1/3. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 7. Yes, you heard that right, 7. He struck out 4 and allowed 6 earned runs. He's responsible for Heisel on first. Ron Willis taking his warm-ups here in the top of the 3rd. And Dick Allen is the batter. He's walked twice, scored twice. It's Heisel on first, 1 out. Heisel being held. Here's the pitch to Dick Allen. 2-2. And that is a base hit to the left side. Heisel goes to second and holds. First and second, 1 out. Johnny Callison, 1 in here. 6-0 Phillies. Callison 2 for 2. Pitch from Willis, 4-10. And that's a fly ball to center field. And Miller makes the catch and the runners hold. 2 down for Darren Johnson. And the pitch 2-9 struck him out. So the side is retired. Another run charged to Griffin. So he allows 6 in total. And in the middle of the 3rd, it's 6-0. Lowell Palmer comes out and Ron Willis is going to hit. So they're going to see if they can get some action out of Willis coming in so briefly. Willis is a 3 WR. A 3 WR he is. And Willis will lead it off. They're going to keep him in the ball game. It's early on, 6-0. Lowell Palmer now. Here's the pitch to Willis. 4-6. Right-hander. Flies it to center, 1 out. Okay, here comes Sandy Valdespino, who singled in the 1st, went to second on a passed ball by Watkins. Palmer and the pitch to Valdespino. 1-9 double. There's a double for Valdespino. Isn't that wonderful? It's Sandy Valdespino Day. He died about a week ago, so we're giving him some acknowledgement here. And Sandy gets his 2nd hit of the ball game. Now Joe Morgan with 1 out and Sandy on second. Palmer from the stretch. 1-10, fouls it out to Watkins, 2 down. 2nd time Morgan has fouled out to Watkins, the catcher. And Dennis Menke comes up with 2 outs and Valdespino on second. And there's a home run, another home run for the Mets. Again, it's spring training, people. That's real world spring training. 14-3. Here's the pitch to Menke. 1-10, and that is a double down the line, and Valdespino comes home with Houston's first run. Dennis Menke with the double, scoring Valdespino, and it's a 6-1 ball game. Now Norm Miller, 2 outs, Menke on second. Here's the pitch to Miller. 2-12, and it's a base hit to left. This could score Menke. Menke rounding third with 2 outs. 1-12, 1-14. +2 on Johnson, 1-16. Here's the throw. And he is safe. Miller goes to second on the throw. And it's a 6-2 ball game. Norm Miller with a 2-out single bringing home Menke, who had to stretch it. Darren Johnson tried to get him to no avail, almost though. So 2 outs now, Miller on first, and here's Kurt Blefary. Kurt popped to the catcher. And the pitch, 6-10. Grounds it to second. There's Taylor. Throws it over to Dick Allen, and the side is retired. But the Astros get 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 doubles and a single, 1 left on. And after 3, it's Phillies 6, Astros 2, Ron Willis. Pitched 2/3 to end the 3rd, and he'll start his first full inning. And Rick Joseph will lead it off. Phillies 6, Astros 2 here on the SBN network. Let me refresh that coffee if you don't mind. If you go look on my Twitter, I posted, for this game, I posted a link to an interview done with Sandy Valdespino. It tells a very interesting story. He was born in Cuba, played Cuban baseball, and fled Cuba. Okay, we move now to the top of the 4th. Ron Willis in for Tom Griffin, who really was off today. Rick Joseph leads it off. He was struck out twice, though, by Griffin. Here's Willis now. The pitch to Rick Joseph, 3-9. He struck him out. That's the 3rd time Joseph has struck out today. 2nd strikeout by Ron Willis. And here's Don Money, who walked twice. And he actually knocked in 2 runs on 2 walks with the bases loaded. Without having to lift his bat. Without having to swing it, at least. Willis gets the sign from Edwards. He's set. And the pitch to Money. 6-7. Grounds it to second X. That's Morgan. He's a 3. 12-3. He throws him out. And of course, that's before Morgan became, I think he was a 1 with the Reds eventually. I could be wrong. At least a 2. Here's Dave Watkins with 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch from Willis. 3-6. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Ron Willis. A 1-2-3 inning. And we're in the middle of the 4th. It's still 6-2 ball game. But welcome back, Ron. It's a 6-2 ball game. And Lowell Palmer will pitch to Rader, Edwards, and Alou. Be interesting to see if they hit for Willis when he comes up. They've already allowed him to hit. Lowell Palmer allowed a single to Rader in the 2nd. Here's the pitch, 4-5. Struck him out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Lowell Palmer. 1 down. Now Johnny Edwards. Palmer winds and the pitch to Edwards. 2-4. And there's a base hit up the middle for Johnny Edwards. So Edwards on first, one out, and here's Jesus. He doubled in the second, was left on base, and Rader tried to come home on that, was thrown out to end the inning. Here's the pitch to Jesus. 6-8, and that is a double down the line for Jesus off Palmer. His second double of the game. Edwards goes to third, and he will hold. Second and third, one out, and there will be a hitter for Ron Willis. Willis pitched 1 2/3. Did his job, allowed 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts, no runs. Coming in to hit for Ron Willis is Marty Martinez, a switch hitter, who will bat left against Lowell Palmer. It'll be Jack Billingham coming in to pitch for the Astros next inning. Jack Billingham. So here's Marty Martinez. Palmer in trouble here. 1 out, second and third. Palmer, the pitch to Martinez, batting left-handed. 4-7. He walked him. So that'll load the bases with Astros. And only 1 out. And here comes Sandy. Sandy 2 for 2. A single and a double. He scored on the double after Menke doubled with 1 out. Bases loaded, 1 out. Sandy Valdespino at the plate. Here's the pitch from Palmer. That's 5-8. And he grounds it to second. This could be 2. Taylor is a 3. 17-3, re-roll. Taylor, 19-3, re-roll. 3-3, that's a base hit. Sandy Valdespino knocks home Edwards. Alou goes to third, Martinez to second, bases loaded, 1 out. And it's a 6-3 ball game. Look at Sandy Valdespino. Three for 3 today. Still only 1 out. And there's action in the Phillies bullpen. Wilson, Farrell, and Boozer were used in the last game. It's Wilson, Farrell, and Boozer were used in the first game. It's Bill Wilson, the right-hander. Wilson was used, I'm sorry. It's Al Raffo. And Raffo was actually used in the real world. I had checked. So Al Raffo is warming. It's a 6-3 ball game now. Bases loaded. Still only 1 out. And here's Joe Morgan. Popped to the catcher twice. Here's Palmer now. And the pitch, 2-10. And he grounds it to second for the force. That'll bring home a run, though. That'll bring Jesus in. And that makes it 6-4 ball game. The Astros are suddenly back in this ball game. First and third, 2 out now. And Dennis Menke. Menke 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Palmer. 4-9 struck him out, and the side is retired. That was Palmer's 4th. 2 runs, though, on 3 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. After 4, it's 6-4 Phillies. Houston has come back in this ball game. And here's Jack Billingham to throw his warm-ups. And they're going to let Lowell Palmer hit. How do you like that? Palmer, they're going to let him hit. So it's the top of the 5th. Here's Lowell Palmer now, facing the right-hander Billingham. 6-4 Phils. Here's the pitch to Palmer. 2-8 struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Billingham, of course. And here's Tony Taylor. Taylor 0 for 3 today. Billingham winds. The pitch to Tony. 2-7. Grounds it to short. 2 outs. Right in between. Some big hits there. And Larry Heisel, the batter. Heisel 2 for 2 with a walk. Solo home run. Walked and scored. 2 out, nobody on. Billingham throws. Heisel 4-9. Walked him. So Heisel on first, being held. Won't go. Dick Allen. 2 outs. And the pitch to Dick Allen. 3-7. Struck him out. Billingham looking very fine in his first inning of relief. No runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 left. And we're in the middle of the 5th. And Lowell Palmer will come out there. They're sticking with Lowell Palmer. And we're going to see how he does pitching to Houston after they've scored 2 runs each inning, the last 2 innings. But not before I go outside and do a very, very bad behavior. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, SBN. We're so glad to have you with us. This is the Phillies at the Astros, 3rd of a 4-game series. Phils took the first 13-1, Astros the second, 7-4. Griffin got hit badly by the Phillies, was followed by Willis, and now Billingham. And in the middle of the 5th, with the Astros coming to bat, it's a 6-4 ball game, and Lowell Palmer, he was allowed to hit last inning. Don't ask me about it. It's the manager's call. And we'll see what happens. Stay strong, everybody. I'll be back in about 2 to 3 minutes. God willing, or unless I run into my neighbor again who's going to want to tell me a story. This is my favorite time of the week. Mid to late afternoon on a Saturday. I would always get that feeling because I knew that I didn't have to go to school the next day, so I really enjoyed myself. I was a negative guy, negative thinker as a kid. Hated Sundays because I have to go to school the next day. That's all I could think. How could you enjoy the day? I'm afraid to say it, but from my look at the the new time clock in baseball, watching spring training, it looks like baseball is going to adjust quite easily to that. And maybe it is a good thing. I'm all for adaptation, I'm all for evolution, but I don't want the sacred cows of baseball. The rule about no, I don't know what the rule is exactly, but it's a rule that prohibits some type of shifting, and I think that's complete nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. You can put all your players in the infield if you want. I mean, you know, that's the rule, is you have to be within the foul lines. This idea that you can't shift is crazy. The game is becoming more technical. Don't change the rules to adapt to changes in the ball game, especially when they run counter to the nature of baseball. You know, if you want to change the rules, then do something big, like make baseball games 3 innings long with 9 outs each inning. Now that would be fun, huh? I have lots of wacky rule changes for baseball. Ask me about it, I'll share it with you sometime. I'm heading outside. I'll be back again 2 to 3 minutes. Middle of the 5th, Phillies 6, Astros 4. Ah. I have lots of rules, just for jokes. One of them is if a pitcher makes an error, anything related to that error, which would otherwise be unearned, is earned, because he made the goddamn error. It's a joke. Folks, these are the jokes. I'll be back. Well, we're back here on the SBN network, and been an interesting. I was just thinking outside. It's been an interesting ball game. Excuse me, one moment. I want to take care of something here. And I'll be right with you. And so will the Phillies and the Astros. And let me refresh that coffee, if you don't mind, as we head to the second half of this ball game. Come 5 o'clock, I'll be starting the other stuff because I have a Twitter space to do with my fellow obedience. I'm probably good for about 2 more cups today. I'll spread them out across the rest of this ball game. Well, Phillies got off to a head start here. They scored 6 runs in the first 3 innings, aided by starter Tom Griffin's 7 walks. He allowed all 6 runs. Willis came in, held the line, and then Billingham is in now. And the Phillies are going to stay with Lowell Palmer. They let him hit last inning. And so this will be a big inning for Lowell. He allowed 2 runs in the third, 2 in the fourth after 2 scoreless innings. And it's a test to see if he will settle down. You got your coffee there, I hope. Kathy Harden, I hope so. And leading it off will be what the hell am I doing here? Leading it off will be Norman Miller. Norman 1 for 2 today. Palmer can reach fatigue this inning. Here's Miller now. The pitch from Palmer. 6-5, and he flies it to left. There's 1 away. Now Kurt Blefary. Houston trails by 2. And the pitch, 4-3. Base hit to right field by Kurt Blefary. Off of Palmer. And Doug Rader comes up. He's the tying run at the plate. Blefary 1 for 2. He was thrown out trying to come home on Jesus Alou's double. Thrown out by Heisel. Here's the pitch to Rader. That's 1-4, and he grounds it to third for the force. Blefary is out, 2 outs, and Rader on first for Johnny Edwards. Edwards 1 for 2, single, scored a run. 3-6, grounds it to first, and Dick Allen has it, and the side is out, so Lowell Palmer has a successful 5th inning. It's after 5. It's still a 6-4 ball game. Here's Jack Billingham. His 2nd inning. He walked 1, struck out 2 in the 5th. Leading it off, Johnny Callison 2 for 3. It's top of the 6th here at the Astrodome. Here's Billingham now. Pitch to Callison, 3-6. He pops it up to first. Bleffery makes the catch, 1 away. So the Houston Relief Corps has done very well after Griffin's poor start. The batter is Darren Johnson, walked twice and struck out. Billingham throws 6-8, triple 1-3. There's a base hit for DJ. DJ on first with 1 out, and Rick Joseph comes up. Rick has struck out 3 times. Struck out twice by Griffin and then once by Willis. Now Billingham gets a crack at him. The pitch to Joseph, 5-9, grounds it to short X. This could be 2, Mankey. 23, reroll. 12-3, and he turns the double play, Dennis Mankey. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and none left. Middle of the 6th, 6-4 fills. And here's Lowell Palmer now. Pitching his 6th inning. He's allowed 4 runs in 6. Jesus Alou, a pinch hitter. And Sandy Valdespino, the big story today, 3 for 3. Here's the Jesus 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Here's the pitch from Palmer. 5-6, struck him out. Palmer with his 5th strikeout, and there will be a hitter for Jack Billingham. Billingham pitched 2, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, no runs. That's the important thing. Fred Gladding, the right-hander, will come in next inning for the Astros. Fred Gladding, he'll be the 4th pitcher for Houston. And hitting for Billingham is Bob Watson, the youngster. Bob Watson, a right-handed hitter, hit .275, only 40 at-bats. He went on to become a pretty solid ball player for Houston. Watson steps in, Palmer, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch to Watson now. 4-7, walked him. So Watson is on. Coming in to run for Watson is Leon McFadden. Leon McFadden running for the pinch hitter Watson here in the 6th inning. So Leon is on. And the batter is Sandy Valdespino. Again, folks, I want to tell you, I tweeted it. Sandy Valdespino died, in real world, of course, last week. He was 84 years old. Well, this game, he's leading off. He's 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. A run batted in, scored 1. He comes up with 1 out and Leon McFadden on first. Gladding warming up in the bullpen. From the stretch, Palmer, the pitch to Valdespino. 3-11. Grounds it back to Palmer. And he throws to force Leon McFadden. And that's 2 away with Sandy on first. And Joe Morgan comes up. Morgan 0 for 3. 2-6. Struck him out. Palmer looking good here. And that's his 6th strikeout. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. We've gone 6. It's still 6-4. Palmer staying in the game. The new pitcher for the Astros, Fred Gladding, the right-hander. He'll face Money Watkins and maybe Palmer again. Money walked twice, grounded to second. We're in the top of the 7th here at the Astrodome. 6-4 ball game. Here's Gladding. Pitch to Money. 6-4, fly ball center. Miller a 4, 3-4, and he makes the catch. Norm Miller with a nice running catch, 1 out. Now Dave Watkins. Watkins 0 for 2 and a sacrifice fly. He struck out twice. 3-6, struck him out again. First strikeout for Gladding. And here's Lowell Palmer again. Palmer is in this to win this. He's 1 for 3, I'm sorry. Pitch to Gladding, 4-4 right-hander, grounds to short. Menke a 3, 8-3, and he throws him out. The side is retired. 1-2-3 for Gladding in his first inning of relief. Middle of the 7th inning stretch, 6-4 Phils. And here comes Lowell Palmer to face the heart of this Astros lineup. It'll be Menke, Miller, and Blefary. Menke 1 for 3 today. Astros down by 2. Here's the pitch to Menke. 5-7, double 1-4. There's a double by Dennis Menke, his 2nd of the ball game. A double off Palmer. And there is action in the Houston bullpen. In the Philly bullpen, I'm so sorry. What the hell am I? What the hell is he doing there? Okay, there's action. It's Al Raffo as he came up, sat down, he's up again, warming. Menke on second. Norm Miller the tying run. Here's Palmer from the stretch. The pitch to Miller. 4-11, fly ball left. Going back is Darren Johnson. He's a 4. Oh, watch out. It's a base hit. And Menke scores. 6-5 ball game. Second run batted in by Miller. And that's it for Lowell Palmer. They've had enough. He's still the winner of record. Palmer went 6 innings. Has not retired a batter here in the 7th. Twelve hits. He walked 2, struck out 6, and he's allowed 5 runs thus far. He's responsible for Miller on first. It'll be Kurt Blefary, and coming in is Al Raffo, a right-hander. So Raffo takes his warm-ups here. He's here for the save if he can get out of this. Kurt Blefary with Miller on first. Blefary is the go-ahead run. It's 6-5 ball game. Blefary 1 for 3. Raffo from the stretch. This is some game, Kathy Harden. The Houston just won't quit. Here's the pitch to Blefary. 1-5 base hit. Miller goes to third and holds. 3 consecutive hits for this Astro ball club. Let's not forget, in real world, they were a 500 ball club for the first time in their history. They were a 62 expansion team. They ended up 81-81. They're 49-49 in our replay. So Blefary on first, Miller on third. It's 6-5. It's a tough call whether to bring the infield in, but they'll keep it back. Here's Doug Rader now. Raffo, the pitch to Rader. 5-5, struck him out. Oh, that was a big one by Al Raffo. To get Rader on strikes, 1 down. Now the infield, no doubt, is back, looking to end this inning. On a double play, here's Johnny Edwards. Raffo from the stretch. 6-4. Grounds it to short. This could be 2. Don Money, let's see if he's on the money today. 16-3. And it's a force out. The run scores. So Edwards is on first. Blefary is thrown out, and Miller comes home with the tying run. And we can check out Palmer now. Allowing 6 runs in the ball game. He cannot win this ball game. He can't lose it either. Raffo can win it or lose it, or nothing. Who knows? And Gladding in for the decision here. It's Johnny Edwards on first. Still only, there's 2 outs. And here comes Jesus. Jesus 2 for 3 today. 2 doubles. Edwards on first, takes a short lead. 2 outs. The pitch from Raffo. Whoa. 6-9. And he flies it out to right. Keep your eye on the outfielder. Johnny Callison makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 2 runs for the Astros to tie it up at 6. 2 runs on 3 hits, and 1 left on. We've gone 7. It's a 6-6 ball game. And here comes Fred Gladding to pitch to the Phillies. Top of the order, top of the 8th. Tony Taylor, 0 for 4 today. So maybe he's overdue. Gladding is the 4th pitcher for Houston. Taylor 0 for 4. Here's the pitch from Gladding. 5-8. Double 1 to 3. There's a base hit for Taylor. His first hit of the game. 1 for 5 now. Taylor being held. Won't go. And Larry Heisel is the batter. Being held, and Heisel 2 for 2 with 2 walks. Had the leadoff, had the home run in the first to start it off. Here's the pitch from Gladding. 4-12, walked him. So Gladding in trouble here in the top of the 8th. First and second, nobody out. And here's Big Dick Allen. 1 for 2 with 2 walks, scored twice. And he's going to try to do something here. Gladding. The pitch to Dick Allen. 4-9. And that's a double to center by Big Dick Allen. The go-ahead run scores. Heisel goes to third. Will he stretch it? That was a double to center. Heisel coming home, 1-16. He's fast. Miller 1-15. They'll let him come home. A 2-run double by Dick Allen to put the Phillies ahead 8-6. Larry Heisel on his horse came home from first. Now Johnny Callison. And that's it for Fred Gladding, who has reached fatigue. How do you like that? Fred Gladding retired the side in order in the 7th, but he's got hit here in the 8th. A single, a walk, and then the double by Dick Allen to bring them both home, and Fred Gladding is out of there. He ends up pitching 1 inning. 2 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and 2 runs. He's responsible for Allen. Callison at the plate. Let's see who's coming in here. The 5th Houston pitcher. Well, you believe it, Mike. You stick around and you'll believe a lot of things. The new pitcher will be, oh Lord, Dooley Womack. Dooley Womack is the pitcher. He is the 5th pitcher for Houston. It's Allen on second and Callison at the plate. Callison 2 for 4 today. Here's Dooley now. And the pitch. 3-4. Grounds it to short. There's Mankey, a 3. 6-3. And he throws him out, and Allen goes to third on the play. Now DJ. Here's the pitch to DJ. 5-10 flies it to center. Allen holds 2 down. And Rick Joseph. Womack, the pitch. Joseph doubles to center field. In comes Allen. That gets charged to Gladding. We can check him out now. 3 runs for Gladding. And it's 9-6. And here's Don Money now. Joseph on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Money. Womack lines it to short. The side is retired finally, but 3 big runs for the Phillies. And we're moving to the bottom of the 8th. It's 9-6. And Al Raffo is the winning pitcher of record here. And there'll be a hitter for Dooley Womack, who came in and pitched 1 inning, 1 hit. That means that the Astros will have a 6th pitcher. Wade Blassingame will be the pitcher. Blasingame will pitch to the Phillies in the top of the ninth. Womack, a very brief appearance. And hitting for Womack is Julio Gauthier. Al Raffo facing Julio. Julio, a right-handed hitter. Houston trails by 3. Here's the pitch to Julio. 2-6. Pops it up to short, 1 away. And now Sandy Valdespino, God rest his soul, died last week in real world. 3 for 4 today. Here's Raffo, the pitch to Sandy. 2-7, walked him. So Sandy on first with 1 out. And here's Joe Morgan now. Morgan 0 for 4. Here's the pitch to Morgan, 2-5. Grounds it to second for the out. Sandy goes to second, 2 outs. For Dennis Menke, 2 for 4. 2 doubles, scored both times, knocked in a run, struck out twice. Here's Menke now. 1-3, and that is a base. Oh, that is caught by Money. That was right on the money. The side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. We're heading to the top of the ninth. Wade Blasingame is the pitcher now. Wade Blasingame. His first appearance here. And Dave Watkins will lead it off. Watkins, 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts, and a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch to Watkins. 3-7, walked him. So Watkins is on. And it's going to be Al Raffo, the pitcher, who is the winner of this ball game. Al Raffo, a 1 WR. So Raffo steps in. Phillies 9. Astros 6. Raffo steps in. 1 WR. Here's Blasingame. The pitch to Raffo. 3-6. And he grounds it to short for a double play. 2 outs. And nobody on. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth, it'll be Miller, Bluffery, and Rader. Tony Taylor is the batter. Got this kind of messed up there. Here's the pitch to Taylor. For 8, triple 1 to 3. There's a base hit for Tony. He's now 2 for 6 in this ball game. And here's Larry Heisel. 3-6. Double 1 to 13. Oh, it's caught. Nice catch by Valdespino. It's bittersweet, though, with his death. The side is retired. No runs. 1 hit, a walk, and 1 left on. We're headed to the bottom of the 9th now. What a ball game it's been. And Al Raffo. Going for the win here. Norman Miller, the Astros trail by 3. Miller 2 for 4. Here's the pitch from Raffo. Raffo, by the way, is in his 3rd inning. He's eligible for fatigue. Pitch to Norman, 6-5. Grounds it to short. That's going to be money. 1-3. That looks like it's going through. It does. Money can't get it. That's the 3rd hit, 3rd single for Miller. 3 for 5 today. Now Kurt Blefary. Raffo will work from the stretch. What a ball game. We had one spectator ejected due to disruptive behavior. Someone I never heard of. We don't need that shit. Okay, here comes Blefary now. Miller on first. Here's Raffo from the stretch. 5-9. Oh my! It's hit deep by Blefary, and it's gone. A 2-run home run by Kurt Blefary off Al Raffo, and that's going to make it 9-8. Oh my! Oh my! A 2-run home run by Kurt Blefary here in the bottom of the 9th. Now the Astros trail by 1 with nobody out. Oh, let's look at that again. Oh, with Miller on first, no outs. Raffo, 5-9. And that's a home run 1-6. It was a 1. No doubt about that one. And there's action, God help us, in the Philly bullpen. Raffo, 1 more hit or walk, and he has reached fatigue. And warming, I hate to say it, because there's not many other people available, is Jeff James. Jeff James, a right-hander. And Doug Rader is the batter. They'll stay with Raffo. Yeah, we had Kathy Harden. Yes, you never know what's going to happen here. Kurt Blefary. Now it's a 1-run ball game. 9-8. Here's Doug Rader now, 1 for 4. Raffo gets the sign from Watkins. Here's the pitch to Rader. 5-7. Struck him out. So there's 1 down. Al Raffo trying to win it. 1 more hit or walk. And he has reached fatigue and would be removed. But they're going to keep Raffo in here to win it. The batter is Johnny Edwards. Johnny 1 for 4. Raffo, the windup, the pitch to Edwards. 3-7, fly ball to center field. Heisel makes the catch, 2 down. Raffo and the Phillies 1 out away, but here comes Jesus. Jesus Alou. With 2 outs and nobody on. Okay, Raffo gets the sign from Watkins. He's set, and the pitch to Jesus. 6-4, grounder to short. That's from Money again. 6-3, and Money throws him out, and the ball game is over. What a game it was. 2 runs for the Astros there in the bottom of the 9th. The final score, Phillies 9, Astros 8. A thriller. The win goes to Al Raffo. Al pitched 3 innings. He allowed 3 hits. He walked 1, struck out 2, and allowed 2 runs. The loss the loss, let that up, goes to Fred Gladding. Fred Gladding gets the loss. Last game for Houston. Pitched 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk. The final line, Phillies 9 runs, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. No errors in this game for either team. Houston Astros, 8 runs on 15 hits. Look how they out-hit the Phillies. Wait a minute, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And no errors. So there you go. This one's in the books. And we hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to put this one in the books in a while. You have a great night, Kathy Harden. Folks, don't miss our game tomorrow morning. It's scheduled for 8:45 a.m. It will be the Cincinnati Reds with Tony Cloninger pitching at Shea Stadium against the New York Mets with Tom Seaver. This is Jeffrey Guterman for the SBN Network, Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Stay strong and stay well.